down my Mercurial mercenaries. Vlog number 27. Not too much longer till you never have to hear from me again. Today is the 30th anniversary of Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. A very important album because it did change things. It was the first nail in the coffin for hair metal. But saying that, it's not like Guns N' Roses around the time of Appetite for Destruction were so far removed from hair metal. You look at the videos of Guns N' Roses from around this time, what they looked like. They looked pretty glam, but rough. And I think that's where the change came in. Guns N' Roses brought the roughness. The drinking Jack Daniels and the big hair and the songs about women were already there. But Guns N' Roses brought a little bit of the street to the music. LA sleaze street, but street. And it was a solid album. And it still stands up today. And when I want to listen to an album, I always fancy Highway to Hell by AC/DC or Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. And that means something. It means that a band created an album 30 years ago that people still want to listen to today. And for that, I applaud the band. No matter what happened after that album, this album was, for me, and I know loads of you out there will disagree with me, and I'm sure you'll be frantically typing right now, but for me, this album was a moment, just a moment of rock and roll perfection. So, 30 years. 30 years. Let's all just applaud and take a minute to think about this. It's 30 years old. Appetite for Destruction being 30 years old makes me feel older. And my Mercurial mercenaries, on that note, today it was revealed in something that I read, because I like to convey to you the news that I read. Today it was revealed that for the first time, rock music is no longer the most popular type of music in the world. It has been overtaken by hip-hop and R&B. Rock is now second. This was supposed to be a surprise. This was supposed to be a revelation. And to me, it was a surprise, but in a different way. I thought that amongst the masses, amongst the general public, I thought rock had already died. It feels to me, for 20 years, 30 years, 20 years at least, that rock's been secondary. Every normal person that I know is into R&B, and they're all listening to this music that I can never quite fathom. They're driving around in their cars now. The youth of today, listening to R&B. The middle-aged of today, as far as I've been concerned for 10, 20 years, have been listening to hip-hop and R&B. Everyone's listening to everything but rock music. And we've had this conversation before, where I've asked you, what is R&B? I thought R&B was rhythm and blues. We're not going to go there again, because I now understand that R&B has become its own genre. Totally, you can't say R&B and mean Chuck Berry. I'm not sure what you do mean when you say R&B. When you say R&B, you probably mean Jay-Z. I don't know, I don't own any Jay-Z, but is that R&B? Is Jay-Z R&B? Is R&B Jay-Z? Is R&B Jay-Z? Is R&B Beyonce? That didn't work. That didn't work. Beyonce? Beyonce? See that? Beyonce? That's a gag for people who were watching about 100 videos ago. If you're more recent than 100 videos ago, you won't understand. Beyonce? That reminds me, a new waxwork was unveiled yesterday at Madame Tussauds of Beyonce. Of Beyonce. And I looked at the news article and I saw the photograph of the waxwork and I thought, oh, that's Beyonce. I looked at it a bit more and I thought, oh, is it a waxwork? Couldn't quite tell. I thought it was quite a good one. And I thought, oh, what's the story going to be about? It's just going to be about the unveiling of this waxwork. And I read the story and people are in uproar. People are outraged. Have you noticed how basically everybody is outraged about everything? And everyone is looking to be outraged about everything. People want to be outraged and people enjoy being outraged. But they were outraged. They said, how come the new waxwork of Beyonce looks more like Lindsay Lohan? How come the new statue of Beyonce looks like a different white actress rather than this black superstar? And I just looked at it again and I thought, but to me it does look like Beyonce. And I can imagine the people who made the waxwork just looking at each other going, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? They asked us to make a model of Beyonce and we made one and it looks like her, but, or does it? Or does it? And they're lying in bed at night. No, going, no, I don't believe it. Yesterday I thought it looked like Beyonce. But now I realise I've accidentally created Lindsay Lohan. And no one wants that. No one wants that. No one wants that. On another note, I have been considering this for a while, and you might not like this idea, but I realise I could come across more professionally if I appear in less of my own videos and have maybe a press secretary to do this sort of thing for me. I could be behind the scenes just being cool like I am, a cool dude, yeah? And I could have a press secretary, and funny enough, one's just become available. I don't know much about him, but he's come with quite a good CV. He's called Sean Spicer, and he's come on recommendation from some people that I know. They say, well, to be fair, they just say he's quite a funny bloke. And I thought that I could do with a funny bloke who's also a press secretary. So I thought Sean Spicer could come in. So tell me what you think about that. All right? He could come in. I could brief him. And then he could deliver all this shit. I could brief him on roughly what I want him to say, and he can deliver this. And I could be listening to, well, in fact, I'd need to listen to this. Now, you guys, this is on your recommendation. There's some new people who I don't know as Mercurial mercenaries, but they might be now, I don't know. They might show up on this video to tell me, or they might not. If you show up, I'll know that you're part of the gang. And if you don't show up, I'll know that you were just here for the candy floss in that one video. But on your recommendation, yours, and you know who you are, on your recommendation, I now have this album, Nonagon Infinity. And I am going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it yet because I haven't listened to it. I'm hoping. You can't say peas. You can't say, if you try to do like ventriloquist shit, you can't say peas. That's probably where the practice comes in. You can't say peas. So I am going to try and enjoy that album. What was that? Angry mug? So, anyway, there you go. Appetite for Destruction is 30 years old. Rock is finally dead. Long live hip-hop and R.E.B. Hi, my name's R.E.B. And also, I know I'm called R.E.B., but also I'm a little bit hairy, because I'm Hairy R.E.B. And I play R&B. My name's Hairy R&B, and I play R&B. R&B wins, rock loses. That album is 30 years old. I'm going to listen to that because of you. And 27 videos, only 3 more to go, and then I can wipe myself off the face of the earth and you can go and unsubscribe and watch some other channel. I only have to do 3 more. If you haven't already, press subscribe. If you like this video, please press the thumbs up. If you dislike this video, please press the thumbs down and then stick both your thumbs up your rectum. Over and out.